Yo, 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 how y'all living, Destination Devi fam? Welcome back for another film breakdown, episode 5. Clemson's rising senior running back, Travis Etienne. Etienne is 2021 eligible. He is currently my running back 3 in the class behind Chuba Hubbard and Najee Harris. All three of those guys are the only running backs in my Tier 1 running back group right now. Etienne has put together a fantastic career at Clemson. He's coming off of another 1,600-yard season after he did that as a true sophomore. Etienne has an array of skills in his toolbox. He's fast. He's got home run ability. He's very, very good in pass protection. He did show an ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. He's got outstanding acceleration. But for this film breakdown focus, we will be talking about his contact balance. When you hear contact balance, the NFL player I want you to think about is Alvin Kamara, an ability to absorb contact during your run, keep your balance, and continue to move the ball downfield. It's not so much the same as breaking tackles, right? It's not, that's a part of it. When you think about breaking tackles, you think about Marshawn Lynch running through people and trucking folks. You think about Zach Moss from this 2020 class who led the nation in broken tackles. Again, it's the ability to absorb contact and continue to move the ball downfield without getting off track, keeping your balance, your eyes downfield, and when you've got the speed and explosiveness of Travis Etienne, it makes it a lethal combination. It's fun to watch him play because he's rarely tackled in the open field with arm tackles on first contact. So we'll be looking at a couple of plays that really showcase his ability to absorb that contact, keep his focus, keep his balance, his leg drive, and move the ball downfield. We're not talking about a 230-pound running back either. He's listed at 210. He may be a little bit smaller than that. But when you've got that speed and the acceleration, as you can see here on some of these clips, all it takes is one missed tackle, he's bouncing off of defenders, and then he's gone to the end zone. A lot of times we throw terms like elite around far too often in fantasy football, but Travis Etienne, he does have elite acceleration, elite speed, and fantastic contact balance. Now, where he does fall short in some areas, right? We talk about his pass catching ability. A lot of his receptions were, those manufactured kind of quick shovel passes, dump offs, just getting your playmaker the ball in space, which there's nothing wrong with that. We'll take it. A reception is a reception for PPR formats, but he does have a little weakness in his game for that. He can show a little more patience, and in the open field, he's not the most fluid and agile running back in this class. He can make you miss. He can make moves in space, but it doesn't look as fluid as even a bigger running back such as Najee Harris. But again, what Travis Etienne does well is he's decisive, he's got excellent contact balance, and we're going to see that on this first play versus Syracuse. We're going to break this play down just a little bit because it's a fantastic illustration of Travis Etienne's exceptional contact balance. It looks like he just spins off of a defender and picks up additional yards, but when you see it from the reverse angle and we slow it down and you watch some of the subtle micro movements that he does right before contact, during contact, and after, you'll really be able to see how special he is when it comes to avoiding defenders with his elite contact balance. It's a quick pitch left. The defensive end has contained Trevor Lawrence to Travis Etienne. Etienne knows he can beat him to the outside, yet the defensive end does a really good job of catching up, hustling to the point of attack, and initiating contact with the runner. Travis Etienne is not going down without wrapping him up. These type of hits, he's able to shrug them off because he has so much acceleration and speed that translates to power. But right here, he braces. Not only does he brace for impact, he does a subtle slight shoulder roll, leans and spins off of the defender using leverage, and essentially he's on one foot. On his left foot, transitions to the right foot, and then he's already looking to pick up additional yards with another spin move. This is a fantastic display and depiction of that elite contact balance. You'll see it from this angle now that we broke it down from the reverse view. Brace for impact, shoulder dip, lean, roll, absorb the contact, balance one foot, and then pick up an additional couple of yards. Great play by Travis Etienne. Now versus North Carolina State, You're just going to see when you've got this type of acceleration and juice, tackles like that don't get the job done. You have to wrap up. Even though he's 210 pounds and maybe even a little lighter than that, these hits by defensive backs just lunging at the legs of Travis Etienne, that is not going to get it done. You've got to wrap up, and it's good for fantasy purposes because a lot of times defensive backs do come in with the shoulder tackle. But if that's how defensive backs, once he gets to the second level, are going to attempt to tackle him, Travis Etienne is going to pick up long gains and rip off long runs on a consistent basis. You have to wrap this guy up. Once again, that acceleration and speed translates that to power. You're not bringing him down with shoulder dives. Here's another play that just highlights when he's in the open field, you've got to wrap up. Arm tackles, diving defensive back leg tackles are not going to get the job done with a runner like Travis Etienne. For majority of the backs, number 30 may have gotten him down, may have gotten him off track, but a player like Travis Etienne who has that speed, who has the contact balance, you have to wrap him up. You have to come under control and wrap him up because he is running through arm tackles like this. He's keeping his balance. Look at this, staying where he wants to go, and backwards he picks up an additional 3 to 4 yards. Big hole, draw play, contact by the defender, and he's still downfield for an additional 3 to 4 yards. Here we are in the same game, a quick screen to get Travis Etienne in space. There's nothing worse in fantasy or watching your team play than seeing your running back get hit by the initial defender and going down time and time again. Travis Etienne's ability to maintain his balance, to avoid tackles like that, to shrug off defenders who aren't coming to bring their full weight under control is so impressive. It's a skill set. Again, I'm not comping him to Alvin Kamara, but his body control and balance, his ability to absorb contact and not fall right here. The defender's got his legs, his feet, but the power and the leg drive and the balance by Travis Etienne is just impressive. While these plays aren't going to end up on Travis Etienne's highlight reel because he's not ripping off 60-yard runs, this is why for fantasy purposes, we should be very excited about a player like Travis Etienne. He's not a one-trick pony. When you can get him the ball from multiple platforms and rely on him and count on him to make defenders miss with his contact balance, that's a skill set for fantasy that we should all be excited for. One more time, the ability to break the tackles, the ability to maintain his balance are absolutely outstanding. This time, right up the middle. 1, 2. This defender can't get him down. 3 defenders it takes to get Travis Etienne down for a running back who's 210 or potentially sub 210 pounds. Initial contact, still on his line. Secondary contact, he's not looking to go down. He's still on his line. And then he picks up another 2, 3, 4 yards on the run because of his excellent body control and balance. 1, 2, and then 3 to 4 more yards. Same game. Contacts his own offensive lineman. You'll see it on the reverse angle. Sidestepping tackles and keeping his balance all the way. This is an outstanding run that shows his acceleration after contact. Right here, stop, get upfield, balance, breaking tackles with that balance and picking up additional yards down the field. I can't say it enough. His ability to absorb that contact and continue to matriculate the ball down the field without losing speed and or his acceleration is elite. Make no mistake about it. Travis Etienne is far from a one-trick pony. Yes, he does possess elite acceleration and outstanding long speed, but he's also fantastic in pass protection. He showed a potential to get better in the receiving game, and his contact balance and durability should be unquestioned. Travis Etienne is one of the top running backs in the 2021 class. While it's easy to focus on the plays that highlight and showcase that deep speed, that long home run ability, these are the plays that are going to afford Travis Etienne an opportunity to be a lead back at the next level. Yes, the speed is there. Yes, the acceleration is there. And he did show promise in the receiving game in 2019. But his ability to absorb contact and continue on his running path without losing speed or acceleration is one of his best overall traits. I hope you enjoyed this film breakdown and learned a little something along the way. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, please do. We'll be back with more prospect breakdowns to help you Devy and Dynasty better